here with Sean Trotter,
Hi.
our Japanese import player, which is very, very exciting. So great to have you. Hello.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I think everyone's curious. How have you been enjoying Vienna so far? And how is the city, the food, and the overall experience for you?
I'm doing pretty good. I feel like Vienna is a very stress-free city. You can get around real easy. You can go to the cities, look at beautiful buildings, and if you want water, you can go to the Danube and jump in there.
Have
And
you
there's
done
a
that?
yeah. I went there once. There's like a beach type of thing over there, so that was real good. And you can go to like a park to chill under the sun, do nothing. So there's a lot of options to do stuff. So I like that.
That's amazing. And it's your first stop abroad in Europe and generally
Yeah.
outside of Japan. So I bet there's a lot of new things, but it seems like you're adjusting well.
Yeah. I feel like I got down all my routine. So
Mhm.
I'm doing the same thing every week. So yeah, I'm settling in real good.
That's great to hear. And up to this point, as I was saying, you were playing in Japan. Can
Yes.
you walk us through your journey in football? When did you start? At what age and where? And what did you do until you arrived in Vienna?
Yeah. So my first interaction with football it was when I was 12 years old. My school teacher asked me to play in a flag football tournament,
Mhm.
and that's where I found out the sport of football, American football. And after that, I played in a club team throughout junior high school. And then from high school to college, we have like club teams in school, so I played in there. And in high school, I was in the Japanese national team twice, and in college, I was in the national team once. And in college, all 4 years I've been there, we won the national championship
Wow.
4 years straight. So we were a pretty good team over there.
So college football in Japan is pretty big. There is championships and everything, more
Yeah,
than Europe probably.
yeah. I guess we have like divisions, we have championships, we have like traditional games against each colleges. So I think it's a real big thing.
That's really, really cool. And hopefully one day in Europe we'll have that too.
Yeah.
What made you decide that Europe is the next step after playing in Japan for so many years?
So once I finished playing in college, I went to the X League. That's like the semi-pro league in Japan.
Mhm.
And while I'm playing over there, I was looking for chances to play abroad. And then this spring coach hit me up and said, "You wanna play in Vienna?" And I was like, "All right, I do it."
So you basically, if we would, if you're a player and you want to go abroad, you put together film, you put
Yeah,
it on Huddle, or like a platform, an online platform for
yeah,
coaches to see, and you just wait for someone to reach out.
yeah. I do. I put my film together, put it out on YouTube, Instagram. Have my agent to reach out to teams and stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, those kind of stuff.
So when you first heard from the Vienna Vikings, what was your first reactions? And did you have any connections, any prior connections to any of the coaches or players here, or was it completely random?
It was a real random thing. Just one day, they just contact me through
Mhm.
the Instagram, and I was like, okay. And did couple meetings with coach,
Mhm.
and I was like, it sounds like a great team to go. And actually, in my Japanese team, there's a player who played in the Vikings 2 years ago, Cole Coleman. He played
Mhm.
cornerback.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
American.
I remember Coleman,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I talked to him too, and he said he was Vikings is a great organization. So yeah, it felt like the right decision.
And do you know of any other Japanese players who made it over here to the AFLE or other leagues? Because I feel like right now you're the only Japanese player,
This
right?
year, yes, but I think there's a couple in the ELF.
Mhm.
Um, Omi Yoshihiko is like he played in the Leipzig Kings.
The Leipzig
Yeah,
Kings?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
He played there for a year, I think. And I don't know if there's any other players that were in the roster, but
But definitely not a lot. So
yeah,
again, this
maybe
is
just
really
couple,
special.
2 or 3.
Okay, cool, cool. What was your first impression when you arrived in Vienna and you met the team? I know you've heard from Cole and
Yeah,
you did your research and talked to the coaches, but being here, being actually here, how was that?
it's just everyone was so welcoming. It felt like a family. They were just, and after the first practice, everyone was just having fun. I felt that everyone loved the game of sport and loved the game of
Hmm.
American football and loved the team. But at the same time, everyone knew that when to lock in. Like when they do business, they do business. When they have fun, they have fun.
Hmm.
And that's like one of the big features of a great team that wins a championship. So I felt really good for
That's
the
great.
team. Yeah.
And how would you describe the biggest differences between football in Japan and football in Europe?
The size difference is obviously a big difference. And another thing
Do
is,
you want to say that Japanese players are
yeah,
smaller?
for example, like O-line wise, we don't have these 6'5", 6'6" guys.
So you're an exception for a
Um,
Japanese player?
I'm on the taller side
Yeah.
in Japan, but over here I'm like maybe average
Hmm.
lineman size.
Hmm.
So that's a big difference. And another thing is the span of the game. Like we have games every week, but back in Japan we have like games every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. So that's a big difference. I had to adjust.
Do you have less recovery time here?
Yeah. Back in Japan, we can recover for a week and work on our skills and stuff, and then get ready for the game. But over here, you have to
Yeah.
play a game, rest, get ready, and play a game. So it's really tough.
How do you find yourself with all the recovery stuff? Do you get enough attention from medics and physiotherapists and everything here?
I feel like if you ask something, the team will provide you. So
Hmm.
as a team, that's pretty good. And I just try to keep like my routine, like for example, like lift after every game, so I can get back to that routine.
Hmm. What's one thing that you maybe miss about Japan?
The one thing I miss about Japan is maybe going to the onsen. The onsen is like a spa where
Hmm.
you have like hot tubs, cold tubs, you have saunas. You can hop in the sauna, jump in the cold tub, and go outside and sit on the chairs and do nothing. And go after that, you can go out to the reclining area and just read comics all day. That's like my go-to recovery thing.
That's very common in Japan.
Yeah, we can find those everywhere all around Japan.
Okay, well, we gotta find you a spa in Vienna, I
Yeah.
guess. There is a few, maybe not as much or as many
Yeah.
as in Japan, but there definitely are spas and saunas. Gotta say though, with the heat wave that we just had,
Yeah.
maybe sauna is not.
No.
We have the sauna outside anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking before we started recording that climate-wise, you're from near Tokyo. It's kind of the same as here, pretty hot summers, but gets pretty cold in the winter. So in that regards, you feel like at home, right?
Yeah, there's not much of a difference
Hmm.
climate wise.
Can you teach us some football terms in Japanese?
Yeah, so in Japanese, I mean, every other country might be the same, but we pretty much use the English terms for everything, but
Right.
say it in a Japanese way. So like, offense is like offensive. Defense is like defensive. So it's like just saying it in a Japanese way. But if I translate anything, like maybe offense translated in Japanese is kogeki.
Kogeki.
Kogeki is like attack.
What
And
would defensive lineman, what would your position be in Japanese?
um defensive lineman, and we call him defensive
Okay.
lineman. Yeah. There's no like
No
Japanese term
translation.
for
Well, it's
them.
American football,
Yeah,
so
yeah. We
obviously
just try to copy everything the Americans are doing. Yeah.
Okay, I see, I see. Um, kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you think that seeing that there's not many Japanese players who are successful internationally, do you think you're somewhat of an inspiration to other Japanese players who would maybe like to see what it's like to play in different countries?
Yeah, I hope so because not many Japanese players are playing like professional football outside of Japan. So I hope that I could be a good example for that for young players to like look forward to play as a professional. So yeah, I have to set a good example,
Mhm.
play good, make a name for myself, and yeah, just ball out so that the young generation can look up to me.
And what advice would you give someone from Japan trying to make it over here?
I would say just take any opportunity you get. Don't be picky. If you get an opportunity, just take it
Mhm.
and do your best in that situation.
Well, I hope that some of your Japanese fellow athletes are listening to this and that we see more of them over here.
Yeah, I hope so.
Can you describe the role that you've taken on in the Vikings defense a little more?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I'm a defensive end, so my role is to just put on pressure, either if it's a sack, if it's a quarterback hit, if it's a hurry, or just stay in the quarterback's face. Every play, I have to just disrupt the QB so that he can make the throw the ball comfortably. That would be my job as a defensive line in the defense.
Did it click when you came here? Did it instantly click with the way the defense is designed at the Vikings?
Um, Like the general football over here, I feel like it's more pass heavy than
Mhm.
in Japan. So as a D line, that's a good thing because I want to pass rush.
Mhm.
So that's a very fun part of playing over here. 15-minute quarters
Mhm.
and like pretty much like 70% pass. So I like that I can go do my stuff and keep going against all lines, testing out my skills.
Do you have any favorite pass rush move that you apply, and how long did it take to master that?
I would say my pass rush move is the cross chop.
Mhm.
You jab step the all line, and when they lunge, you cross chop outside. I started using the move like 2 years ago, and at first I couldn't do it properly, but it took me for like half a year for a year to make it like automatic. So
Mhm.
that would be my go-to move, but I always try to be versatile. I don't want to be doing spamming the same move all game, so I try to do a variety of moves so that
Mhm.
our line can predict my next move.
So we're gonna see you do a variety of moves in the next game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that. I'm very excited for that one. How much of defensive line play on your position is physical versus mental?
I feel like in the defensive end is the most out of position that you don't really have to think a lot.
Mhm.
You can focus on your matchup against the O-line. So I would say like 80% physical. And all the
Mhm.
things we think about is how to get around the O-line, how to beat this guy, those kind of stuff. So we can focus on the action.
So what goes through your mind in the seconds before the snap?
I always try to get my best get off. And I always imagine myself getting to the quarterback every play.
So you already imagine yourself being in the quarterback's face before the snap starts.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great advice, I think, for other people playing that position. You said you are very like keen on doing your thing, your rituals and your routines. Do you have any special like superstitions or like game day rituals? You know, some people go pray before a game or they have to, I don't know, tap their right cleat
Yeah.
5 times. Do you have anything like that that you do?
I feel like I don't have a specific ritual or anything, but I try to keep it as same as practice. so I don't go too crazy and just do everything what I've been doing. That's like I just try to not go crazy and act like it's a everyday
Mhm.
practice, but just more aggressive.
Just very calm but more aggressive.
Yeah.
I like that. What do you think is the most underrated part of being a professional athlete?
um, like I said, I think recovery is
Mhm.
the underrated thing as an athlete. Everyone, every fan, every coach will expect you to perform 100% every game. So you have to be ready and you have to train for that, but at the same time you have to be prepared. You have to be healthy. So
Mhm.
I think that's the toughest thing as a professional athlete.
Especially now that, as you were saying, you have more games. You have almost weekly games. Bye week was, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. So now you're back in that one game every week,
Yeah.
kind of hamster wheel. So recovery is definitely, yeah, one of the most important parts, as you say. Let me throw some rapid fire questions at you. Who is your best buddy on the team?
I would say Alejandro,
Hmm.
number 15 on the defense. I mean, he's a defensive end. I'm a defensive end. I'll be in the meetings every day. We be training together every day after the game. If we go into training, we go into shopping, we go together.
Hmm.
Last bye week, I went to his house in Spain. I
Oh,
spent the
nice.
week over there. So yeah, he's a good guy. It's fun to be around him.
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe we should get him on the podcast too. We're running out of game weeks here.
Yeah.
Well, shout out Alejandro. um, what is the best Austrian food you've had so far?
Haven't had a lot, but I would say schnitzel and
Classic
Kaisma.
Kaiserschmarrn?
Yeah, that one. That was pretty good.
Before you came here, did you research any of the like Austrian dishes or culture to know what you're getting into?
Like the dishes, I knew the Zaha
Hmm.
was a big thing, but I haven't tried it
You haven't
yet,
tried it
so I
yet.
have to.
It's very, I don't know if you have a big sweet tooth, but it's very rich. It's very
Yeah,
chocolatey.
yeah, I would definitely try it.
Okay, yeah, well, you should. There's the original, obviously, from the original Sache Cafe, but there's a lot of rip-offs that are just as good, I would say. Or not. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you find some time to try that.
Yeah.
What's the best Japanese food?
I would say I like seafood a lot,
Mhm.
so sashimi is like the raw fish or
Oh,
whatever. That's that's pretty good, and I like just have it with rice and soy sauce.
have you found any Japanese restaurant? Have you tried to find any Japanese restaurants here to like get a taste of home?
Yeah, I went to this ramen spot like 2, 3 times. I had ramen there, and I had like tonkatsu. It's like a Japanese version of a schnitzel. Yeah, I
Right,
had
that's the
those.
fried, yeah.
Yeah. And I went to this like all you can eat Asian spot, and they had like sushi and stuff. So yeah, I could get get some of the Japanese food over here.
Did it live up to
I mean,
what it's like at home?
I can have it every now and then. I won't say like it's like the best Japanese food, but it's nice to have them
Hmm.
when I miss Japanese food.
And do you have your family come visit since it's your first time abroad, playing abroad? I know Japan is not exactly around the corner.
Yeah. No. My family won't be coming over here, but they'll be watching my games through the streaming service, the Rebel TV.
And then Japan or Tokyo time zone is a couple hours ahead, so they probably have to get
Yeah.
up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 a.m. or something like that
Yeah.
over there. But they always wake up and watch my games, so that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Japan is, as I said, not around the corner, but thank God we have that a Philly Plus streaming service so they can always watch the games. And what's the first Austrian or German word you learned when you got here? Or
Uh,
did you already learn? Maybe you haven't learned any yet because everything's in English anyway.
I guess, yeah. I mean, in the team, I just speak in English.
Mhm.
But the first one was mit Karte bitte.
Oh,
Yeah,
paying by
yeah.
card,
I
yeah.
just had to learn that because I had some troubles when going into the supermarket and didn't think anything. I just spoke in English, and they was like, "Oh," so I had to
How to
learn that.
say, yeah.
Yeah,
And then also, it's a whole different currency you're dealing with,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So learning how to deal with that, all the coins, how much is what,
yeah, yeah.
it's not that easy. What was your favorite game this season so far?
I would say the round fire game.
Hmm.
That was we played in a great stadium. There was a lot of fans there, and I loved the atmosphere. It was loud. It was a great. The round fire was great. The whole line was real good. So it's always nice to go against a good team.
And you have one more run for a game coming up, I think, next weekend.
Yeah,
This weekend we got Paris Lights at home, and next weekend you got Rheinfire in Düsseldorf, which
yeah,
is going to be really fun. Nice,
yeah.
nice big arena. What is one thing about you that would surprise us?
Um, I would say I've done a lot of sports throughout my life, and one sport is called kendo. Is like Japanese sword fighting.
Sword fighting,
Yeah, it's like a traditional sword fighting. We call it the man,
like
like
a match.
armor
Mhm.
and
Oh,
like armor on here, and we use a bamboo sword and like hit
that
each
is
other.
really cool.
Yeah, it's like the most like traditional Japanese thing.
Is that a competitive sport?
Yeah, yeah, like you get points if you hit the right part of their body in a real clean way.
That is very interesting. Definitely something that's not a thing here.
Yeah.
Did you bring your sword?
No.
Ah, can't take it on a plane.
Yeah, they
Damn
might just take it.
it. Awesome. And if the defensive line room of the Vienna Vikings were a band, who would be the lead singer?
I would say Malik,
Yeah?
number 99. I think I haven't heard him sing, but I think he has a build.
It's more about
that-
the vibe.
yeah, yeah. I feel like he can sing.
What instrument would you play? Or would you be the dancer?
I don't know. Uh, I'm gonna definitely do drumming or something, hitting stuff.
Hitting stuff. I guess if you would ask the defensive lineman room, everyone would want to play the drums and hit stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of comes natural to all of you. Let's talk about the fans a little bit. You've probably met a lot of the Vienna Vikings fans yet. How was that experience for you?
It's pretty cool. After every game, we get to walk around the stadium, high-fiving all the fans.
Mhm.
And even that I'm like new around here, they ask for selfies, they ask for signs, they talk to me and have a little chat. Like the fan base is very, very fun to interact with. So yeah, I like
Mhm.
that the fan and the team is like a family over here.
Definitely, we call it family spelled with a V, like
Nice.
Vikings. Imagine it's the end of the season and the Vikings fans are talking about Sean Trotter, our import defensive lineman. What do you hope they would say?
I would hope that every fan would say that we need Sean back next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's maybe probably gonna happen. We'll see. We'll see. We got a bunch of games left. I already mentioned it. The next one is this Saturday
Yeah.
against Paris Lights at our home stadium, Wiener Sportclub. And kickoff is again at 6 p.m. Are you excited for the game?
Yeah. I haven't landed a clear sack this season yet, so
Big
but
points.
I know it's coming, and this game should be the one.
I wouldn't want to be the quarterback for Paris Lights.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely a good goal to have. And if the fans who haven't gotten their tickets yet want tickets for the game, they can win them. Before we do the giveaway for the tickets, we have to do the giveaway of last week or last episode. We had Marlo Sean Franklin Jr. here, and he asked the fans the question, who was his head coach from his junior year in college? He said it's a very famous name. The answer was Sonny Dykes, and we had a bunch of people partake in this giveaway, and the prize was a Vienna Vikings hoodie. So you got the honor of picking a winner for the Vienna Vikings hoodie. Drum roll.
Marlene Mozink.
No, wait, let me read it.
Can't read it.
Malena Mozina. Malena.
Sina.
Congratulations, Malena. Great job. Sorry, that's my handwriting. So yeah, we got a Vienna Vikings hoodie for Marlene. And again, this week we're giving away 2 tickets for the game on Saturday. If you want to win, you have to answer the following question.
What is the award I got throughout my college year?
Exactly. So Sean played college in Japan, as he was saying, and there is the Japanese version of the Heisman Trophy that we know from the US. What's the name of that trophy that Sean won when he was playing college football in Japan? If you know the answer, please send it to podcast@viennavikings.com. This episode's coming out on Thursday. The game's on Saturday. So if you send the answer until Saturday at noon, I will notify you if you have won the tickets. And even if you don't, come to the game because you need to watch Sean's second quarterback, right?
Yes, sir.
Any last words to the fans from you?
Just come to the stadium, enjoy the game, get loud, and let's win this game as a family.
As a family, exactly. Well, thank you so much, Sean. This was super interesting, and I really, really hope we get to see more of you this season. There's still a bunch of games left. There's a championship game in September that we might or might not be in.
You're gonna be in there, definitely.
And yeah, we're super excited for the rest of the season. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Yes, thank you. There's a lot coming.
A lot coming. An alle da draußen, Bussi Baba, bis zur nächsten Folge. Vienna calling.